Good morning, everyone, from the mountains. Usually this would be a very quiet, peaceful, serene temple, but today there is a little bit of chaos being added to that, just a little bit, because as you all know, the Year of the Dragon is right around the corner, so there are non-stop events happening in our town, and this weekend is one of them. So let's go check it out. People were hating in my Wenzhou video, like, why is the dragon cut up in little pieces like a sushi? But that seems to just be how dragons are in Zhejiang, because every single one I've seen has been like this. So Guangdong people, get off your high horse, please. Another new discovery in rural China, dragon fish. Never seen those anywhere before. Look at these things, they're so cute. Today's event doesn't just have dragons and dragon hybrid creatures, it also has a whole assortment of mythical beasts and famous characters from Chinese classics. But of them all, it is still the dragon that captivates me the most. Now that the parade is over and the dragon's dismembered body is laying down for a rest, we can ask why Zhejiang dragons are the way they are. So y'all will shut up about it. 为什么浙江的龙都是被拆成好几段呢？我前段时间我拍了一个这种无龙的视频，然后很多广东的朋友说你们的龙怎么切成好几段？你们的龙不对劲儿。
古代的人就是自娱自乐，就是搞起来的这个。过去人家家里都要去调的呀，这个长的进不了家。过去人家家里没有现在这个房子这么大呀，都是草房做的，是吧？所以你说一节一节分开，分开它是有道理的，因为进去2节3节都无所谓的啊，你能够进去一节就是龙头进去啊，然后一节一节再绕过去这样子的，所以这样要分开，不分开的话嘛，你放不进去的呀。它是分节一节一节进去的，就是这样子。
现在还会去别人家里挑吗？
也挑的。现在有些造了新房子也进去就可以去挑一下。好玩好玩。哎呀，早知道我搬家的时候我也想请个龙过来呢，我都不知道。过去里面是点灯的，晚上调的，都是白天不调的。现在呢就是用电池了，过去呢是用蜡烛的。哦，那它不会着火吗？要着的。感觉挑着挑着很容易就……对啊。会发生这个事儿吗？那个过去也没有其他东西好代替，是吧？哎呀，好恐怖啊！
All right, we've got our answer. It's because here in Zhejiang, dragons aren't just running around on the street, they're also invited into people's homes to bring good luck. And back in the day, there just wasn't enough room for a whole dragon in somebody's house. Even though houses are much bigger now, the tradition of a many-segment dragon still continues. Hope your curiosity is satisfied. Now, onward to the rest of the festival. Yes, you saw that right. Look at me, living in the lap of luxury, being hand-fed by a random child. How did I arrange this service? I didn't, before you get any ideas. This service arranged itself? Today's market is full of free snack samples, every single one of which was very enthusiastically delivered to me by a self-appointed snack ambassador. And if there wasn't space in my hands, well, make space elsewhere. The kids were definitely a highlight of this little festival. On one hand, I was receiving endless offerings from children, and on the other hand, I was giving an offering of sorts. My autograph, which is something that kids ask for often anyway, just because of the wow foreigner factor. But on top of that, I am somewhat well known in this village. A lot of them have seen me, or they've taken my sustainability class, or at the very least, they've run into something I made on Douyin or Bilibili. Kids all know me by my Chinese name, Yang Lizi, but I always sign in English because it gives it this exotic vibe, and I often forget how to write the character for Li, so there's that too. There's this word in Chinese that I relate very deeply with. It's called lianmang, which means face blind. So you struggle to remember people's faces, and that's a huge problem for me. Not just because I'm living somewhere that's not my own race. I have the same problem in the US. I have this problem everywhere. But people remember me because I kind of stand out. So I often have this problem where I'll run into someone, they'll be like, oh my gosh, hi. And I'll be like, I have no idea who this person is. And then they're like, don't you remember me? And I'm just like, you know, I don't want to fake it or something, but I genuinely cannot remember someone that I just met like one time, like 6 months ago. And this just happened to me again. This lady runs up to me so excited, oh my gosh, hi. And I'm just like, hi. And she's like, you don't remember me? And I'm like I couldn't remember at all. And she was like, you just came to my house like a few days ago. You played with my grandson. And I was like, racking my mind for when I played with someone's grandson. I could not remember who this lady was. 谢谢. I could not remember who this lady was, and she was going through her phone looking for pictures, and I'm just like, I just cannot remember. And she kept asking, do you remember now? Do you remember now? Do you remember now? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I just cannot remember when this happened. And she finally pulls up this photo that she's been looking for of this white person in her yard playing with her grandkid, and it's not me. It's literally someone else. 不怕呀。然后呢？然后呢？ Anyway, I felt so validated in that moment.
看我是不是很雍容华贵？有没有一种从紫禁城里边走出来的感觉？
有。
啊，这应该是这样行礼是吗？
右手在前。
啊，右手在前。哦，对，咦。还有中国有一个犹抱琵琶半遮面，就是这个。咦。 我怎么觉得你选的这件衣服像男生的衣服呢？会飞檐走壁的那种人，好帅，好帅！
到底是女的衣服还是男的衣服？小朋友好，
男生。
哦，这是男生的衣服。
这个是飞鱼，它是一种赐福，就是自己不能主动去做，要赏赐给你才能穿。为什么它不是龙呢？因为我们可以看到这些尾部啊，它是鱼尾。 所以就是我们经常说的飞鱼服，
是不是今天节日上一半龙一半鱼的那个动物？
对，飞鱼。
你那里有没有鬼？
我不信鬼啊！
你又不是问你信什么？
这个是王羲之的《兰亭序》。 就中国书法艺术，它是最高的，超过王羲之的人到现在还没有。我是不打底稿，直接以道代笔刻出来的。这里面不是我刻错的，是王羲之他写的时候酒喝醉了写的，写出改过来，涂调都有。
我刚才还想问这个来着。他
酒喝醉了写的，你看他前面的字的风格跟后面不一样，他是随着自己的心情的变化而变化。 所以王羲之他回到家里，想重新再写一遍，写了几十遍都没有第一稿好，就这一稿，他成为天下第一行书。
From handmade crafts to local snacks, from traditional clothes to dragons and dragonfish, this market has a little bit of everything, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's taste of the spring festival spirit out here in the Bamboo Mountains. I've spent the weeks leading up to Chinese New Year right here in my beloved village, but you may be wondering, where am I going to spend the actual holiday? I am going to be departing Zhejiang for the province I got a little taste of last month and am now totally obsessed with, Fujian. 欢迎泉州、漳州和龙岩的朋友们推荐过年的活动。Stay tuned, everyone. It is going to be wild. 大的、小的，什么狗我都不怕。
变异狗呢？
那天我遇到了，可能会怕吧，但是暂时没有发生过这样的事情。